Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Wally Weasel. And here we are with the start of Warhammer 40k RogueTrader. I don't need that. And yeah, today it's going to be something of a shorter stream, unfortunately, because as I said yesterday, I am anticipating getting interrupted in about like a little over an hour's time, but my main mission here is to basically just get in, create my character, and all that other stuff. Okay, so obviously it's going to be a new game eventually, but let's look at the settings. Language English, bloodstains on, gore on. Only has to kill enemies to graphic ways such as hacking away of limbs and exposing them. Okay, so it's very much like Fallout 1 and 2 in that aspect. I don't know if comparing it to that is a good thing. Let's see here, new playlist. Is the H in Warhammer capitalized? Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of questions about Warhammer that are going to make Warhammer fans very upset. Create playlist. Put in that playlist, please. Save. Just finish up here and get back to my video playback. Okay. Yeah, my thumbnail is also like random Warhammer art. So it has nothing to do with this game. That's not my fault. Autosave enabled. Show all tutorials. Yes, please. So basic tutorial. Yeah. So control basic tutorial. Tutorial gameplay basic. Okay, that's a lot of tutorials, but that'll be good. Main menu theme. Red shadows. That's original. Go for original for now. Why is that one? There's DLC originals. That's the theme for this thing. Okay. It does remind me, I do have the first season pass, so I do have like the first sets of DLC. I didn't buy the second second season pass yet. Okay, let's try and check experience points. Dialogue, received items, locations. Pause on lost focus. The setting won't work in co-op mode. That's fine, I'm not playing in co-op mode. Cosmic trap is detected. Yeah. Is loaded. Pause on loading screen. Well, obviously, because it's a loading screen. I don't enter. Yeah. Some of these things I may come back and change out as we go. Skip non-attack animations. One sec. There we go. Alright, off. They work on them. I want to see them. At least for the first bit. If it's like repetitive, then yeah, I'll turn that back on. Fast movement. Disable continuous movement of your party in combat. Characters will instantly move from cell to cell. That's boring. I want to see them rushing. Okay, there's controls. Okay, well, we're going to get to controls later. And initializing needs to minimize jagged edges caused by aliasing. Yeah. Okay, everything looks fine. Sound, frequency of voice, response. Yeah, constantly. I want to hear from them. Okay, we don't have any of that. At least I don't. Okay, let's do this. Yes, Void Shadows on Lexan. Like I said, I don't have, obviously the other two DLCs haven't come out yet, so can't really do anything there. Delete DLC off, play video. So it's just like the trader, or not the trader, the trailer.
Ship is the living embodiment of a rogue trader's power.
Am I actually playing?
Filled with mysteries, unexpected allies, and true horrors.
Does that mean in the base game there's no horrors at all? Or fake horrors? I didn't know miniatures could do that. Okay. Puppies! New expansion. New shields. New people running and shooting stuff. New puppies. New archetype, okay? We'll find out what an archetype is. New tools of war. Bonk. New locations. Da-da-da-da-da. Face the Emperor's justice. No. Yeah, as I said, I already got that. Difficulty. Here we go. Okay. I'm just gonna set it to custom because I'm gonna be changing everything anyway. Oh, what is that? The story, normal, daring, hard, unfair. What do you call for unfair? It's unfair. It requires thoughtful use of game mechanics and an extremely well optimized party. For those who face some challenges, the stats and modifiers of enemies and game environment are heavily increased. Penalties for the player's party are unfair. That kind of sounds like a permadeath in immediate. But you can't even. Well, obviously you wouldn't be able to turn it off because then you'd just be locked right back to custom. I think I'll go custom. Enemy unit dodge modifier. Oops, what are you doing? You added to base chance of an enemy dodge against all attacks. What's the baseline of that? Okay, that's about 20%. I don't want them dodging everything, so we'll keep it at. You know what? We'll keep things at story, because I would be playing a story anyway. Because I just want to get the lore. Partial cover hit bonus. Yeah, that seems fine. Full cover hit bonus. Can I go like all the way to the end? No. Okay. You know what? Let's go. That's 45%. Why not? Partial cover hit bonus. Yeah, that's fine. Full cover hit bonus. Party momentum gain modifier. Percentage modifier for the amount of momentum the player's party gains from all sources. That sounds like a bonus, so let's go 20%. I don't want to go too high. Damage dealt to enemies after reduction from reflection. 5 is fine. Damage dealt to enemies after reduction from armor and... That's fine. NPC characteristic. Max duration for hard crowd control effects on party rounds. The upper limit of the duration. Oof. Of effects. Oof. Inflicted by all parties. Okay. I guess unlimited. It will force me to stock up on items, I imagine. Skill test difficulty modifier. Reasons that test their characteristics and skills. The game simulates a 100-sided die roll. The character capacity. Yeah, okay, I get that. Difficulty says 10. And the character's demolition skill is 50. That's the result of which is 75. That's a lot of math. Sure, 50. Okay, damage dealt to player after subtracting. Okay. 4 rounds before a fresh wound becomes an old wound. 5 is fine. Becoming a trauma. Space combat difficulty. Yeah, this seems about fine. Honestly, this is very, very close to story. I might as well just go story. Screw it. We're going story. Next. Actually creating my character! There he is. No, I want a custom character. RogueTrader from scratch! Yes, please! Okay, portrait. I think some of these came from some of the DLC, so let's see here. Who looks like the sort of character that I would build? That's the important thing. I think. Yeah, she looks pretty badass and cool. And she's using a short firearm, which is more than likely what I'm going to be using. Oops, no. No, I can't. Okay, I'm just trying to... Suppose as close as I can zoom in. Okay, just... Okay, computer, will you keep up? I need you to keep up. He's not going to look exactly like the portrait. Look at all that stuff I got to go through. Kind of like one that was right back here. Like I said, this is basically going to be the entire stream today. Next week's stream is going to be, I imagine, tutorial stuff. You know, white cracker. Hair. Okay, my portrait is straight down. Looks like it's beyond the shoulder. Wait, I can just... Okay, I don't have to... Okay, come on. Yeah, something like that. Thus far, it's going to be exactly that. Here. Nope, it's going to be exactly this. Hair color. It's more light brown than red. Ooh, pink. But her hair is black, so. Okay, all the way back. That works. Yes. Evil eyes. That's good. Okay, scars. Very hard to tell if that portrait has scars. It really matters. Kitty cat? Meow meow? Tattoos. Oops. No, I want to see tattoos. Oops. Where's my kitty cat? Just, yeah. It's gonna be mostly covered up by our armor, so I'm not really. Oops. To wait, how do I? Oh, is it like I can have? Oh no, okay. Well, why is it tattoo 105? I can't change it. Okay, we'll go down with it. Yeah, why does it say 105? I can't even get to... Oh, wait. Okay, I see it now. Doi. Guess we can get some... It's very hard to tell what things are. Oops, nope. See, I don't know what the symbols are. That could be a problem. Like, I could choose one that looks cool, but then I kind of show my hand of not knowing what the hell I'm talking about with the character, or the story, or the character background. Because like, I could choose something like that, and like my character background, like, no, you're supposed to hate those people. This is the issue. But at the same time, it would be kind of funny to upset them. So I'm going to choose that one. Okay. Augmentations. I kind of like the idea of not having any augmentations. Yeah, screw it. I'm not going to have any augmentations. Oops.
For the glory of the dynasty!
Fire the lance batteries!
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathen.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
Behold as I slay them in my devotion.
Let the bodies smile!
Looks like we handle them.
Gaze upon the powers of the veil.
Let chaos paint the stars red.
Madness conquers the void.
What ruinous favor prevails?
Kind of want either heretic or mad. Like, I mean, looking at the portrait, it's like that could go either way.
Applaud my brilliance.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
See, it's like one comes up with a good line for that kind of portrait, and then the other one's like, no, here, hold my beer.
Let chaos paint the stars red.
Gaze upon the powers of the veil.
I'll go mad, yeah. Okay, homeworld. Death world. On Death world, the plants, beasts, sometimes in the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms. Human life was exceptionally difficult to colonize. Many Death worlds possess valuable resources. Well, obviously that's how it happens. Current outposts or other human presence upon the planet's surface on to harvest. Voidborn, giving birth to the valuable void vessel. Satellite. Those who have lived on their lives in the void ships neared to some extent due to reality altering process of warp travel and living in low. No. I don't want anything that can be seen as like an advantage. Towering spires. Okay. It's basically like, you know, are we living in like a Judge Dredd world? Is this? Yeah, okay, mechanic. Cool. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. Real world. God Emperor hailing from Fortress world. Warfare, the constantly training. Hey, you gotta sneeze. Woof. Fortress world character kills an enemy, they gain plus 10 stack. I've never stopped shooting. At the start of their turn, there's a never stop shooting. It's fellowship. Ability to interact with other. Oh, okay. Right now, I'm gonna blow my nose. Okay. Imperial World. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic except for weapon skill or ballistic skill and add a plus 10 bonus. Okay, the following features will be available after Origin advancement. Okay. The character is affected by an ally's non-damage ability or effects the ally is increased. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as the character, the first archetype ability. Okay. Including Xenos. The current party gain plus 5 to gain characteristic as war chosen for humanity's finest. No. Heresy. Imperial World character gains plus 10 critical hit chance and plus 10 armor against Xenos or demon creatures. Or demonic creatures. Allies gain half their bonus of no heresy. However, Imperial characters, lore, Xenon, and lore are always 0. Okay, so I wouldn't be able to, like, you know, talk to them, but I take it if I'm Imperial, then I wouldn't even want to talk to them anyway. 140% wounds. Imperial World characters gain plus 10 bonus to all characteristics and plus 2 to resolve. You know what? I kind of want to go Imperial World. The sneering imperialist. Okay, so yeah, okay. characters. You can select any characteristics like weapon skill or ballistic skill and plus 10 bonus. That's fine. I'll basically be having everybody do my fighting for me anyway. Strength, toughness, agility, intelligence. Okay, what do these... characters? It affects the damage of the character with melee weapon. I'm not going to be using melee. Objects. One is strength plus the character. One kind of melee weapon. Okay, again, I'm not doing melee. Character can shrug off pain. Okay, so like, yeah, gotcha. Character's initiative, dodge, chance, and action. Melee weapon, dodge. Screw intelligence. How well character perceives the surroundings. Character high perception can pick out a stray bolter shell casing in between the day-to-day. Okay. Skill and the ability to dodge chance against the character's attacks. Characters' abilities to interact with other creatures to deceive, charm, or befriend. You know what? Yep, fellowship. My character's a talking or talker. Okay. Definitely has the look of Commissar, but I don't like that it takes away my hair. That's kind of the whole point. Survives and prospers in no small part due to narrowness and vision, but a rebellious mind. Weapons are easy. What does it give me? Weapon skill, perception, awareness, logic, perception, awareness. That's fine. Kind of lets me look like the portrait, and you know, I don't have a hat, but the one with the hat takes away my hair, so. Triumph. You managed to corrupt an entire star system and turn it into your personal den of thieves. You shifted the priceless treasures that had been kept in the one of the most secure sanctums. Prevailed in bloody shadow war against the void pirates of your sector. Wait, those are both logic. It's either lore or logic. I mean, that's like an entire star system. I'll go with that one. Darkest Hour. Okay. This is where we take our weakness. An auspicious deal with the wrong people resulted in the rise of chaos, cult, and the horrific massacre of innocents. Your messages are thoroughly interrogated using creative and violent methods. Turned your partners into the authorities and became those. No. We'll go with this one. Because there are no innocents. Screw the innocent! My one regret was that there were no more innocents left to kill. Archetypes. Okay. Warrior. Officer, operative, soldier. Okay, that's obviously, yeah, that's stupid melee. Screw melee. Okay, officer. Ooh, assassin. Assassin! Lesser skills are lore for Imperium and Xenos. I don't have too much in Xeno's soldier though. I mean, no, operative. It's overseer. That's a lot of cyber stuff. I think I would go from. Let's see, who else can warrior? No. Plate dancer? No, that's melee. I don't want to do melee. One enemy within the line of sight, they immediately gains plus one. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can do operative and maybe assassin. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wait, what was that? Explain! Back. Yeah, we'll go operative. Why didn't it automatically... Yeah, there we go. Okay, what do we got? We got 30 points. Weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, agility. Willpower. Is it willpower? Ooh, okay, by 5. Fellowship. More of weapon skill. More toughness. That's good. Okay, so we got the Sword class frigate or the Falchion class frigate. That kind of looks like a boot. It's got like a giant eagle. I would be worried about the eagle, something knocking that off. This void ship design, proven in thousands of battles, combining decent firepower, high speed, and respectable survivability. Estimated dimensions, estimated tonnage. This frigate is more advanced in modern design and was developed only 5 centuries ago. It's already proven to be as good as veteran frigates as the Sword class. The Sword class. Ooh, edit name. The fine people of the Monkey Clapper. Well, come on. When you hear the legends of the Monkey Clapper, you'd be like, oh, I want to hear more about that. Everyone's going to want to fly the Monkey Clapper. Honestly, I don't even know why I thought about that first. But Monkey Clapper it is. Next. Edit name, please. Alanya, yes. Okay, so there's my character. Only have one ability, though. Surefire plan. At the start of combat, the Crime Lord gains plus intelligence bonus attacks with the Surefire plan effect. Activation of this ability consumes 1 stack and makes the next action stronger, depending on the type of action. Right? Ooh, yeah, my persuasion because of what was it again? Alright, the innocents. Yeah, those guys. Okay, I think we are good. We might be able to do a little bit of the tutorial. I don't have too much longer left. Oh, we saw the monkey clapper for a quick second. Okay, I already did that. So I think we might go until I can save. Because I will want to keep the tutorials to one playthrough thing. Or one stream thing. Is that me? I think that's me.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Okay. You are in dialogue. Here you can learn more about your current events, influences, the characters you are speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Can you just scroll down, please? There we go. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select reply, and then confirm your choice by using X. Gotcha. Truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, is enough to make... Okay, why is that bar bouncing? Bar, stop bouncing! Okay, you're just telling me that there's more options. You know, the architect's meant to compensate rather than glorify. Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? Let's see. How is he approaching me? The man who has approached you is gazing down at the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. Okay, well, he's just kind of saying stuff. Information. The Emperor of Mankind. The guide, the ruler, and the higher power to which humanity offers their prayers for aid and deliverance. Most would be driven mad when despair if they knew the truth. What truth? This is where I should point out that this is the first bit of Warhammer in general that I've ever played in any capacity. So I'm going to be asking a lot of questions, and a lot of them are going to be dumb questions. A lot of them are going to be the kind of questions that, as I said earlier, any Warhammer fan would like kind of do a double take and go like, "Are you serious?" For instance, I was thinking about this on like my way home. Is the lore of Warhammer deeper than the lore of Dungeons and Dragons? I know it's not the same. I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying, like, is it deeper? Ooh, okay, we can actually look at his character portrait. Okay, well, it kind of looks like a dork. Kind of looks like one of those smug dorks, you know. Like, oh, this person's going to be pretty important. I better get on their good side. Just looking at the portrait makes me want to say, like, have we met? But say it in like a rude manner, you know, like, Oh, have we met? Yeah, get out of here, you little punk ass bitch. But no. This is going to be tiring at times. This is kind of what a crime boss would say, I imagine. All this ostentatious luxury, little pretense, this is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Yeah.
An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety.
Shut up.
Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
Screw him. When the criticize the talentless architects of this place anymore, I serve by acting, not speaking. I thank you for your advice. I'm not going to thank him. So deference for things that I do not believe in myself. Seem to attach more importance to the words. I have fondness for names. I have yet to hear yours. Yeah, you introduce yourself.
My apologies. The statements you made were so intriguing that I forgot myself.
You forgot your own name? Damn, I'm pretty badass at talking.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship RogueTrader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Voigtveer bows his head. Oh, okay. Bows his head and focuses his attention on you. Subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title, a RogueTrader is tasked with exploring and exploiting still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Just like the game is called. So that. My name is Elena. My name is Stubbs. Okay, I have a last name. I well known in certain circles. Myself. Allow myself to introduce myself. Let's go full name, because he gave us his full name and tried to be super impressive with his title. He didn't need to be super entitled. I just asked for his name.
My regards. Naturally, the
Oh, just say my name.
Achievements in the shadows of an entire sector is not unknown to me. Your enterprising spirit and, if you excuse my bluntness, refusal to die are qualities worth saluting. It is as if you were carried here on the wings of destiny itself.
Voigtveer. Is it Voigtveer? Smiles faintly, but you are not sure if it is directed at you. Is it directed at the rafters?
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Something's going to happen to the Lord Captain. Obviously, we can't play the entire game as a subordinate. I've been brought here. Have I been shanghaied? A curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities? I'm assuming that's kind of like a word courier type person. He passes along messages that are meant to be heard by certain ears. That sounds like a kind of a thing that they would have in Warhammer. Tell me about the one on whose ship I have found myself. You say, and one of the Rogue Trader's heirs. So there's another candidate. Assuming he had, well, I mean, he just said that he was a Rogue Trader. Some goal in mind when you decide to seek me out. Yeah, who's this captain?
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
I said nothing of the kind. Sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent fights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. Gotcha. Did you say anything else that I need to... No, nothing between those two, okay. I'm aboard the vessel. Strange title for the Lady Theodora. Is it?
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Alright, alright. Well, obviously, to be heir of a rogue trader. Another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Oh, okay. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? Yeah, sure.
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever
learn, yeah.
obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the Rogue Trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Uh-huh. Imperium, the galaxy-spanning interstellar human empire ruled by the living god who is known as the Emperor of Mankind. Yeah, sure.
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies
That's
and
what I figured.
informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Okay, and I assume you have some goal?
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
That's fire.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
And dialogue. Rogue Trader Theodore of Bosnia desires to personally meet with the person recently brought aboard the flagship. A storm is brewing over. Okay. Change your point of view. Rotate zoom.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Talking. How can we hear them so clearly from here? Okay, I can't go up and down. I can only go zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. R3 to switch between different camera control modes. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, so I can zoom around here then. Okay, kind of annoying. Kind of wish I could put all the help and push it, but it's fine. They have to make limitations when doing this on, like, you know, a console. Okay, if I move,
There will be no peace
does it
in my
automatically? Yeah, because I think I have the system that focuses. What happens if I push triangle? Okay, she does have a scar in the picture. Either that, or they just gave it a scar because I gave her a scar. Okay, you can go away now. Whee! Pause. There's camera mode. Ah, cursor. Yeah, that's right. Focus on current character. Highlight objects. Okay, so the map is as you discover it. Whoops. Settings. View. See what is. There we go.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
Every one of you, you sons of bitches, will come back here and we'll blow you all out of the stars. Right? Are we in space? I'm pretty sure we're in space. Okay. Save game. Saving. Game saved. Saving. Game saved. And one more for good measure. Just in case any one of these corrupts. Especially in a game like this. If like you get to like, you know, 75% through the game and it's like, oh, save file corruption. Son of a bitch. But I think I should be able to just throw the save files as well, like, you know, onto the cloud or what have you. But yeah, anyways, unfortunately, as I said before, this kind of have to be an early stream. I think next week, obviously, we'll continue, bust through some more
One step at a
tutorials.
time, amidst the madness.
Are you just gonna randomly say stuff? All right, we're just gonna look around and such. But yeah, next week we will definitely continue on with Warhammer 40k. Ooh, able to identify Confessor. Can we identify these people, or are they just no-name losers? They're all no-name losers. Alright, who cares what they have to say then? Yeah. This Wednesday we'll be continuing on, I imagine, with more of the tutorial. So it may take about a couple weeks until we actually get into the game proper. So if that's what you're here for, then, you know, well, a couple of weeks proper. How do they open these doors? And why do they have to be so big? Why do your doors have to be so big? They just be like little tiny doors. Is that what it is with like Warhammer? Everything is just giant? Because they got all this open space? Like, how do they even finish these statues? How do they have these statues done in such a manner where they're almost like identical? Almost. I know this one's holding a tablet and this one's holding a sword. But still. And then we got the ones that are right across. Looks like it's holding like a hammer type dealio. And scales. Or whatever the seafaring thing is. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Next week we shall resume and hopefully between now and then, I might learn something. Do that. Okay. Function is deployed. Permanent what? All I do is just talk to him. Combat. I haven't been in combat. I've been in verbal combat, but that's really about it. Alright. Anyways, yeah, I really have to go. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all again next time. Bye, everybody.